my god, bro.
Học đi kìa. Đấy con.
Well, right.
See, that's why I said you fell for that.
What's this guy?